Hello, I am back to talk about this game, called Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2. First, starting with Sonic 4, Episode 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is a 2D side-scrolling game series for iOS, PC, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Android and more. It is the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and like that game, being divided into 2 episodes. By the way, the game genre is a platformer, and both games are available for Microsoft Windows, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, iOS, Android, and Windows Phone all combined. The game is always about collecting rings, just like the whole Sonic series about him and his friends while Sonic collects rings and fights Dr. Eggman a lot of times. Here is why I do not like both Sonic 4 Episodes 1 and 2 games. First of all, there is forgettable and easy level design. The worst part is that the game sometimes plays itself, with lots of speed boosters and springs everywhere for no reason, even when it's something as basic as running to the right. This makes the game look like Wii Music, but it is not, because Wii Music came out before the 2 Sonic 4 Episodes 1 and 2 games came out. That same year when Wii Music came out, Super Mario Galaxy also came out as well. I already ranted on Wii Music. Moving on, the problem with the game is that there is many terrible physics. This is because Dimps basically reused the same engine from Sonic Rush, which had a boost feature, whereas this game doesn't have anything of the sort, making the physics completely broken. It is more broken than the sequel of Sonic 4, called Sonic 4 Episode 2. The other problems with the first game is that there is horrible cel-shaded look, making it look rather odd, like a cheap and soulless mobile game. Second of all, Sonic runs extremely slow, which is crazy since this was supposed to capture the spirit of the classics, and of course, Sonic's main trait is that he runs fast. The classic game from 1991 for the Sega Genesis, he tunes fast with the speedy shoes, that will make you faster, but in Sonic Mania, if you transform into supersonic mode, then you can become unstoppable and fly very fast. But it is a complete different story for Sonic 4 Episode 1. Third of all, one of the bosses has Sonic run in a Sonic Advance 2 style boss fight versus Dr. Eggman on a flying vehicle. The problem with this stage is the background, which consists of orange panels with thin silver pillars, which can be hard to look at and would also cause seizures due to it constantly moving with Sonic in the camera. Later in the boss fight the pillars start moving up to reveal a silver cage background. Next, out of all of the levels to bring back from the Genesis games, they brought back Labyrinth Zone. Next, there's a horrible 24-hit slog of a final boss, which is just the Death Egg robot, again, but even worse. Thanks to Nintendo's decision of adding a 40 MB limit size on WiiWare, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode I had to have audio compressed and some downgrades from the other ports, and Episode 2 wasn't even released for the Wii due to said limitations. It gets confusing how Sonic runs slow in the Sonic 4 Episode 1 game, while you fight against Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman, aka Dr. Robotnik, is the main antagonist of the whole Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, while Metal Sonic appeared in Sonic CD. Now moving on. The other reasons are that Episode 1 of Sonic 4 has nothing but the bosses from the older titles but with pinch modes. That is more confusing nowadays. Before the final boss, like in Sonic Advance 2, you must fight all of these bosses again in a tedious boss rush. That means it is like repeating the Koopalings bosses from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, one as a normal boss, and the second as a big boss. But it doesn't look the same because Sonic 4 came out later than New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and Mario is all about mostly Mario and Luigi. Moving on, to Episode 2. While there are red star rings like in Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, collecting all of them does absolutely nothing except for giving you an achievement. Episode Metal, the bonus episode you get if you own both episodes, is a lazy excuse for paid DLC. All it is basically is a few levels from Episode I made to be harder with more badniks, bottomless pits and spikes, but you play as Metal Sonic, who is just a Sonic reskin. Also, this is just an excuse to tie the game into the events of Sonic CD, which was only there because the Sonic CD remake was released a year before. And speaking of Sonic CD, Amy Rose isn't mentioned, and doesn't even make a cameo appearance in Episode 2 of Sonic 4. The good ending when you get all the Chaos Emeralds is just the screen panning onto a picture of the world, and then presented by Sega before abruptly cutting back to the main menu after the end credits, ending Sonic 4 on a sour note, with the Death Egg MK2 still standing and Little Planet still being trapped inside. And lastly, Episode 2 cannot be locked onto Episode 1 properly to have both Sonic and Tails playable in the latter's stages. At least Super Sonic makes his first playable appearance in levels in years, and he is still broken fun to play as. The game does have some nice callback to the original Sega Genesis/Mega Drive games. The composition for most of the tracks and some tracks in general are decent, but the odd synth notes let them down. And there is also smooth controls. End of talk.